Hi everyone, we're back here in the Black Flag studio and we're going to talk about Jagmeet Singh,
Yeah,
our favorite guy.
my favorite
So
guy.
on February 2nd, you and I and a few others did a little tire patrol
We
on
did.
Jagmeet, which was kind of fun. And I'm going to attach this to here, but you can see Derek asking Jagmeet a question while he's carrying his baby.
Yeah.
But I'll leave that question. But basically, the question was, why are you propping up the Liberal government? Nothing like a tire patrol. Come on, people, jump on. Let's see ya. Oh, Derek's saying something. This guy's baby.
Why are you supporting the Liberals, Mr. Singh? Why? Why are you propping up the Liberals? Why?
We also have an understanding of why he's doing that. He wants to he wants to get what he wants done. He wants
absolutely.
his legacy, really.
Yeah.
I was known for bringing dental care and pharmacare into Canada. But, that aside, I'd say a good hunk of why he's doing it is to keep that he doesn't want an early election. No chance. Because if he gets booted out, he has no pension.
That's correct. Yeah, he wants to stay in. He needs that other year to get his full pension. And which is, by the way, us, when we have a pension, maybe like 65-70% of what we would make. MPs, full 100%. So it's like he's working and not working.
Yeah.
Same money coming in.
And that's for all of them. I mean, it's a nonpartisan thing, but if he doesn't do his time, he won't get his full pension. I think he'll get some.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure, but he won't get that full pension. So he cannot do anything to call this election, even though yesterday, the day before, he's threatening Trudeau with, if you don't pass this pharmacare legislation by March 1st, guess what? Our deal is done. No more supply and confidence deal, and therefore it would be open to election.
Yeah.
But what do you guys think? I don't think he's threatening, and maybe that's a good way to go about things, but I don't think he is even close to. I think it's just a great big bluff.
I think it's a bluff.
Yeah.
Mind you, he'll probably pull it closer. Now keep in mind, whenever Trudeau and Jagmeet bring in one of these things, there's never any cost analysis or anything that they put up before. They just say they're going to do it. So look at it this way. So one economist, well, a couple of them, actually it was in the Globe and Mail. I think it was a few bank presidents. They looked at this and they said, this could cost trillions. Because you got to extrapolate it. Once it's in place,
you're talking about pharmacare?
Pharmacare, year over year.
Right.
Now, having said that, I propose this question. He wants to increase immigration by 1 million. Okay, so there's 1 million people now. They're going to get free pharmacare, free healthcare, free this, right? And all these people have paid already into the system. Are they getting any benefit back from what they're paying into the system? So you bring in 1 million people, 1 million people, 1 million, and the problem just keeps rotating. And obviously, they're going to come in.
What I don't understand is I thought that pharmacare, whatever, our healthcare system was really provincially run. Each province has its own healthcare, but I guess the federal gives money to it.
Well, they give money to it, but in this case, I believe what he wants to do is he wants to take the whole thing over anyway, and he's going to take it off the provinces.
Right. Oh, I see. Okay.
So basically, what it means is a lot of people are working, and then a lot of people get a drug plan. So either your company, you get some sort of prescription. Your drug plan will either say you can get a clone of that drug, right, like a drug that does the same benefits that the doctor prescribed, or you get that drug and you pay a disbursement fee. Or you pay not. Sometimes it's $10, sometimes it's $20, what have you. So those are drug plans. So this wouldn't affect those people with drug plans. He's talking about people outside the drug plan. Now, a lot of seniors, depending where they left or they have a pension, it might be included. If you're a teacher, big unions guaranteed you're going to have the drug plan even after you retire. But there's seniors that don't. Mm-hmm. So they're basically paying cash for their pharmaceuticals, if you want to call it that, unless they went out and bought their own plan. So they would be included in this as well. So that's really what he wants to bring in. But again, there's no cost to it. Like he hasn't done any
Right.
number of the figures. Now the other thing too is when he says something like this. So what happens is, as you mentioned, how it's sometimes provincial, which is true.
Yeah.
So Doug Ford, or for example, or any other province, right? Companies that are selling pharmaceuticals, they sort of make an arrangement. Well, no, this is how you can sell. Sort of. And it's sort of loosely based, but it said, listen, you know, this is the threshold in which you can sell them for, basically, right? Or, you know, this is how we're going to, and this is only so much of this, blah, blah, blah. So they did that when they got with the OxyContin, right? They pulled out, and then the provincial government says, oh, they seen what happened, and then they said, no more OxyContin. So from what I understand, and from what I can tell by Jagmeet, is he wants to take that whole thing over. So basically what he's doing when he announces this is the pharmaceutical companies are going to say, oh, okay, oh, everything's gone up 30%, hypothetically. But we're not going to get a deal when the government's buying it. And as you can see with the Arrive-Can app, governments do not know
That might be another show.
Yeah, that will be another one, because we could talk for hours on that one. But you could see governments cannot negotiate and they cannot handle business transactions. So what he's done is just going to blow. It's just going to blow out of.
Yeah. You know, for Trudeau though, it would seem to me to be in his best interest, because he's so far down in the polls, that to take Jagmeet's
He probably will.
deal.
Yeah, or he'll negotiate Jagmeet down a little bit.
Yeah.
On it.
So that's what they're in. That's what they're in cahoots with right now, and they're also in cahoots about, you know, changing the electoral system. Sure. There was I won't put it on this, but maybe we'll do this another time on the electoral system. Michael Cooper again. He did a speech in the House about the electoral system, and I thought it was really good. But anyway, that's going off topic. We'll just write that down for another day. We've got a list of things to talk about. But Jagmeet and Trudeau, like, they're always in cahoots. And so but because both of them are sitting at the bottom of the polling pile, they need each other.
Sure.
So there's, you know, this pharmacare deal, Jagmeet's not going to want to let it drop, because then he's just left on his own. He can't do anything. Trudeau won't want to let it go, because he left on his own and can do nothing.
No.
So they need each other. And so whatever this is that they've got cooking up, they'll try their best to push it through. And we've only got, you know, they've got a year plus to do it in.
Of course.
Because until another election is.
To another election. And do you want the third party having the biggest power in the country?
Well, of course not.
No, of course not. So right now he's holding all the chips.
Yeah.
And like Jagmeet calls out, well, he's trying to call out both of them, but yet he's the one holding everything together.
That is the most ridiculous thing. Like, Jagmeet, like, we all know that you're holding hands here with Trudeau, so why do you keep bothering? Why do you even bother calling him out on your press conferences or in the House? Why do you bother? It just, it really makes him look like an idiot. Oh, Liberals, and oh, Trudeau, you're doing terrible thing, but we'll be making a deal. Like, it's just ridiculous.
Oh, it is. So, go sit in your corner then.
Yeah.
And be quiet. If you're not going to pull the government down, I don't want to hear from you.
Exactly.
Just go sit in your corner.
Just sit in your corner, Jagmeet. Maybe we should end it at that.
I think we should. Jagmeet, go sit in your corner and be quiet. Maybe put one of those dunce hats on. And go
All right. Freedom, everybody. See ya. Thanks for joining us.